Hello, everyone. You guys having a good time so far? Good? Okay, we're going to get started because it looks like it's 3:30 and people have kind of stopped trickling in. Just as a reminder, before we start, please take the time at the end to fill out your feedback form. You can turn it into any staff member, and each day 6 forms will be randomly drawn to receive a gold pass for the next affiliate summit. So you want to make sure to give us good reviews and turn that in to get your chance to win a gold pass. So hello, my name is Trisha Lynn Favre, and I am the Client Services Manager at Fermita Coupon, and welcome to the future of coupons and affiliate marketing. On our panel, we have newly minted Connie Arnold, the head bird of FlamingoWorld.com. We also have Carolyn Kmet. Did I say that right? Okay, good. The Director of Affiliate Marketing for Groupon. We have Carrie, Rocha, the owner of Pocket Your Dollars, and Kim Rowley, the owner of Key Internet Marketing. So today we're going to talk about, I have some questions for our panel, and then if you have questions, there's a mic in the center. We'll get to that. The first question we're going to address is mobile coupons. So to our lovely panelists, how are mobile coupons going to factor into the affiliate space coming in the future?
I personally have seen a lot of networks popping up now that deal just in mobile coupons, and I know I see a lot of stores that you can now put coupons on your phone. You get them via text, things like that, where you just go in and show your phone, you know, at the checkout, and you get your coupons. I really think that it's going to be the wave of the future. There's going to be no printable coupons probably someday.
And from a merchant perspective at Groupon, we actually do quite a bit of mobile tracking, and I think mobile does something a little bit better than the interwebs in that you can get really hyper local. You can tell exactly where a person is, and then you can provide them deals that are right around them. So Groupon has a product called Groupon Now. The way that it works is you take your cell phone out, and it'll go to like touch.groupon.com, and it'll automatically detect where you are and show you the deals that are immediately around you. And from an affiliate perspective, we can actually track affiliate traffic to that. And so we built that functionality for affiliates to be able to drive hyperlocal traffic to mobile.
And one of the other things would be, as things continue to go more mobile, I think there's opportunity for affiliates that build tools that can aggregate coupons. I mean, there's so much that can be done, as folks go online to get information, go in store, to look at products. I'm thinking, you can just get creative with what you can do to add value in that space. But there are also apps, and I think like any new channel that comes up, that sidestep affiliates as well. And one that comes to mind is Shopkick. Is anybody in here a big shop kicker? It's just an app, and you put it on your phone. You walk in somewhere like to a Target store, and you click it. It's like Foursquare. You've checked in, and you get a coupon. And they've got a lot of large brands on there that also have affiliate programs. There's not an affiliate program that I'm aware of for Shopkick. And I spent some time yesterday looking around for one. But so there's an example of something just like any channel that's come up, that can sidestep affiliates as well.
So far, my favorite mobile coupons, like Connie was talking about, is probably Target and Walgreens do the best deal for the mobile coupons. But I wish there was a way to track affiliates when they redeem those in store, such as coupons.com will pay me when somebody prints the coupon. And some will go as far as, like, if they redeem them, give me credit. But so far, those mobile ones, I don't know anyone that track when they actually scan the mobile coupon.
Okay. And in terms of who are redeeming these coupons, have you seen any changes in demographics to your site or the types of people that are looking for coupons online?
I personally have seen a lot of people in a higher income level using them. Even with the economy nowadays, everybody's looking to save money. It's not just your stay-at-home moms looking to clip their coupons. And I think one of those things too is that will help is making it easier for people to get coupons, because people that are working are not going to have the time to go through other local ads. But I just see it's not like, oh, it's the poor people using coupons anymore. Everybody is looking to save.
Especially after extreme couponing came out, I would say there was a huge boom.
And I've seen in my site actually some older folks, and I know Carolyn has said Groupon has seen the same thing. And then I was doing some online research and came across a study that a market research firm did that talked about the increase in senior citizens that are using digital coupons, and particularly from brands like Groupon. And so I think Carolyn might want to talk about that. But Groupon, coupons.com, and really some of the larger coupon sites. So I think there's also something to be said about the value of a brand and a brand name. In my experience, the seniors that I've dealt with on my site, and they often come to my site. I do television segments. I do a show that a lot of retired folks watch, and so they come to my site, but they're nervous until they feel comfortable with a brand. And so if you're building a tool or a site, just think about that, if you're just trying to do a one hit, maybe if someone's Googling, or if you're trying to build a following and some loyalty, then people will trust, and you may have, skewing older demographic.
Yeah, I mean, like Carrie said, we definitely see that at Groupon. Groupon started off as a site that was geared towards people wanting to have experiences. So it was more towards getting a massage or going skydiving or that sort of thing. And you wouldn't think that a senior citizen would be right in that marketplace. But we actually have found that there are a lot of active seniors out there that are looking for those kinds of experiences. Plus, if you combine that with if you look at Groupon, it's really simple. It's basically, here's a description, here's the buy button. When you purchase it, there's like another one click. So it's very simple. And so we've actually found that the senior demographic is pretty good for us.
I know, I actually saw a special, I'm not sure if it was on TV, one of those documentaries, but it was about marketing to seniors. And actually, it would probably be a big market for someone just wanting to start out with coupons, being that the coupon sites are so saturated right now, that how to market to the seniors and have coupon sites, even just like with having the font larger, different colors, different things, that it's a whole market that's really untapped.
Yeah, totally. And they've got so much disposable. I mean, a lot of them have that disposable income and the time to be able to do those things.
And one of the things that Groupon, and as Connie's talking about building another site, is, with Groupon, you don't need to download an app or something else where, like if you print a coupon from coupons.com, you have to download something. I've also found that to be scary. I've heard seniors tell me, well, I don't know what I'm downloading. I don't want to put anything on my computer. So making sure you're helping people through that process. I mean, to you, you're like, it's not a big deal, but to someone else, it might be. And I've also read that by 2013, 50% of all people on the internet will have used a digital coupon or printed a coupon from the internet. So I mean, just in general, the numbers of people using online coupons or coupons, that originate online is growing tremendously.
I know I've seen too where, you go to some of these coupon sites and there's so much technology, all these bells and whistles, and really for a lot of people, they're not that tech savvy, or like Carrie said, they're nervous about downloading things. Sometimes it's easier just to have basic, simple, keep it as easy as possible, explain everything. You don't need apps all over your website or Flash or anything fancy. Just keep it really simple.
Excuse me, I need to go register coupons for seniors.
Yeah, no doubt. Wait, I'll beat you to it. We'll collaborate.
Out of curiosity, before we move on, how many of you search for a coupon before you buy something online? A lot. Okay. So obviously, we're not talking about a small subject of people. We're talking about a lot of consumers, and that's a big opportunity. So you mentioned extreme couponing. Do you, with this attention on extreme couponing, I believe that was TLC that show was on, do you think that that's going to attract new customers and it's going to change consumer behavior with these coupons coming, with all this focus on the super couponers? I know personally, I read how Kim spends $6 at Target and comes home with a cart and a half of stuff, so that's impressive to me.
Well, the concern I have with the extreme couponing, with a lot of the issues that I've read afterwards, is that there's a lot of openings for fraud with that, and a lot of the people that are using that extreme couponing are doing things that maybe aren't always the way they should be done, and it makes me nervous that a lot of the merchants are going to start changing their rules for their redemptions. I know there's a lot of stores already that have done that, where because of that show, it actually is ruining it for people.
Yikes. Do you think there's going to be more of a trend of online extreme couponing, or is that something you think isn't really possible?
I think, extreme couponing, the way I would define it, is sort of an exploitation of loopholes in some ways, that are found where grocery coupons are concerned. And so when I think about that, of course, I think there's opportunity in the online space as well for folks to exploit. One thing that I think is maybe a safeguard, although it's not, that might be even too strong of a word, is that a merchant could have an opportunity if they were to catch something to cancel orders. And I've seen that happen in cases where there's been a code that's been misused or mispropagated across the web, and that certainly doesn't create good feelings. I'm not saying that's a habit you want to get into. Whereas on a grocery side, somebody misuses a coupon, they're out the door and the loss is on the store. But I mean, I think it's an opportunity. It's a mindset that is popular to see how much can I get for how little. And so you need to be mindful of that. And, whether that's setting a spend threshold, a $10 off if you spend $25. If you set it up $10 off a $10 purchase, I mean, folks are going to go in and see what they can get for absolutely nothing.
Well, I know there's been a lot, especially with a lot of the online coupon forums, where they actually encourage a lot of misuse, where they get the word out, oh, this merchant, this coupon's working, the way it shouldn't be. And also I've seen with that extreme couponing that way, like way back with pets.com, where at first it's like, I don't know how much free pet food I got because it was like $15 off a $15 purchase for new customers. So all you had to do is just get another email address and just keep reusing the coupon, and they're out of business.
From the merchant point of view, I mean, I know at Groupon we actually do that sounded fun. At Groupon we actually do check whether or not addresses, we have a system in place that kind of goes through all the different IP addresses, email addresses, if somebody tries to sign up as a new user, and we do actually reverse everything out. So it's definitely a major concern for retailers.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have a gripe about the merchants. There's one specific merchant that I just got a whole bunch of emails on that reversed them. They pay a flat rate commission on sales that don't use a coupon code, and then they pay a different percentage if they use approved coupon codes, and then an even lower one if they use unapproved. Well, when you go to their site, it shows the unapproved code right on the site. Mm-hmm. So that is it's a big gripe for me, and if you don't promote their coupon codes, they're going to go somewhere else and find it, and somebody else is going to get that cookie. So if you're a merchant,
that's not cool.
Well, even if you don't promote the coupon and you just have a link up and people go there and they use it, you get blamed for it.
Right.
So to that, are you seeing a decline in merchants that want to work with you as a coupon affiliate, or is there a bad press, so to speak, about coupon affiliates that is making merchants stop running coupons or stop working with you?
I've run into a lot, and it's mainly because of the bad players in the space that do try to get around the loopholes, that have given a bad name to those affiliates that do play by the rules. And I don't know how many times I've had to send emails back and forth with merchants explaining, hey, that's great that, you don't want to work with coupon sites, but you can't lump them all together into one. Maybe you need to just, not be on auto approval, manually check out your affiliates and not just have a blanket statement that we don't work with coupon sites, but just say, we're selective on which ones we work with. And I've gotten dumped from a lot of programs just because I'm a coupon site, even though I'm more.
Me too.
Right, me too. And like I run a content-rich site that's a blog that talks a lot about coupons, and so to be lumped together with other sites that maybe are doing things differently and unethically, I feel like, Connie, like you're saying, if you're a merchant, to take the time to go and look and think about, and have the conversation. I'll certainly initiate if I'm declined, what I'm intending to do with the program and, how I'm going to add value back.
Yeah, one merchant that comes to mind is one day I logged into CJ and I was declined for Zappos. Well, I have a shoe blog, and Zappos is my main site on the shoe blog, but I also have a coupon code site. So they decided to decline me. So of course I sent them an email, and I had to agree, I had to promise not to put Zappos on the coupon code site because they don't want to be branded as a discount store and they don't offer any coupons. I need to promote the 6 p.m., their clearance site.
So, jumping to a slightly different topic, kind of going back to the offline coupon that we were talking about, do you see merchants moving into this realm of offering online printable coupons that are trackable? Do you see anybody doing it today, or would this even be a draw for your site? So would your visitors be looking for that kind of coupon?
There is actually one network I was working with and haven't done a whole lot with. I think it was Perspective that was having like the printable coupons for the online stores that they were trackable. You know, I think they had like a handful, maybe 5 or 6 coupons for like certain like department stores or like men's clothing stores that we would get paid when they were redeemed.
It makes sense because the technology already exists to be able to pass that tracking through like the SKU. I mean, the technology already exists where you can tie a coupon to a specific user or to a specific account. So I think it's very close to happening. Yeah.
And digital grocery coupons, if anyone's familiar with Savings Star, their affiliate manager, and they just took over You Promise's grocery coupon, you know, and in their first 3 months, they got like 500 million or some huge number, 500,000 it was, signups for their service. And their affiliate manager and I had a conversation, and they were looking for a way to track on payout because they are paid. You know, you load a coupon onto your loyalty card, and then when you present your loyalty card at like a CVS pharmacy, the coupon, you get credit for that. And they get paid on redemption, and they wanted to use that same payment model for affiliates. But I wasn't familiar with a platform that they could use, you know, on a mass scale to track that, you know, for individual grocery coupons. So I know there's conversation about it and interest, you know, and the technology, there could very well be an opportunity there too for platforms for that as well.
Is there a place for video creative with coupon websites? Because, you know, it's been a few years. I know on affiliate things, Sean Collins every year says video is the next big thing, and it hasn't happened in the last few years. So do you think video is the next big thing for coupon sites?
Only way I could really see it, I guess, would be like for a tutorial.
On how to use a coupon?
Yeah.
Or
I think product reviews, especially for new products. I mean, a lot of sites get advance notice of new products, and I think new product demonstrations. When my mom decided that she had to have a magic bullet, I have a lot of stories about my mom, but I'll just stick with this one. Like, she spent so much time on YouTube. My mom can barely use email. She just figured out how to text me, which is not that exciting. Well, it's exciting for her. But she spent about 2 to 3 days researching every single potential YouTube video on the magic bullet before she actually bought one. And she's also falls into that senior demographic. So yeah, I think video, there's potential still.
I used to do a Mailbox Monday video. Every Monday I'd showcase all of the either deals I got, and it just became too time consuming for me to do. But I still have people come back, and I still get hits from YouTube because YouTube is like the second largest search engine. So if you put your keywords in your tags, you're still going to get traffic. So it's a definitely a good thing to look into if you have time.
Right, and I've done some tutorial videos, and they do drive traffic. I did them a long time ago, and they're in the archive of my blog, but folks still find them on YouTube when they're looking on how to do things. And one other thing that I have not had a lot of time to do, but I talked about branding and how important that is. And as a site owner that has a very loyal following on my site, I sometimes, like restaurant.com, I talk about them, but that was a new website and a new service to a lot of the people who read my site. So to do not just a product review, but sort of a merchant review, this is what this site is. This is how you navigate restaurant.com. I did a television segment and then just put it online, and then folks can use that, and then they're more apt to actually make purchases when I talk about restaurant.com. Even Groupon, when it was new, you know, I wrote out tutorials, but that'd be a great thing that, you know, to go through and show this is how you make a purchase on there. My readers would like to hear me explain that, you know, for certain websites that I talk a lot about.
Very cool. I want to throw a statistic at you guys. Inmar says that internet redemption of coupons, the growth has skyrocketed in 2009, rising 263%. Do you think it's still on the rise since 2009 based on what you've seen, or would you say it's leveled off, internet redemption of coupons?
I'd say it's still on the rise.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people still that haven't even started shopping online. There's still that stigma that they think, you know, the internet is evil. They, you know, their identity will be stolen. You know, and I know too, I try to explain to a lot of people that I would feel safer shopping online than I would handing my credit card to some waiter at a restaurant who then takes my credit card out of my view and does who knows what with it. You know, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of, you know, trust issues to get beyond, but I think, you know, there's millions of people out there that still are yet to come.
You know, and I think when you think long term, our coupons, I get asked all the time, you know, is this just a passing fad? And then I answer, who knows someone who was raised in the Great Depression, like my grandmother? And if you go to my grandmother's house now, you will find a pack of Wrigley gum in the freezer because, right, it will last longer if I keep it frozen and just pull out one stick when I want it. And, right, she washes her tin foil. Does anyone know anyone like that, right? I mean, we do. And what does that say? That huge, I mean, she grew up in an era where the economy was really tough, and that stuck with her and her entire generation. And so I really think that this has not just been, you know, it's not been a typical recession, but in the fact that it is changing people and it is going to change them for the long term and stick with the way people approach money. It's going to stick with this generation that's lived through it until our grandkids are making fun of us.
I just thought of a great business idea for us all. That people, they're more apt to call in and give away their credit card number than they would do it online. So let's have them all call us, and then we can go through our affiliate links and do it for them.
This is an affiliate improv.
Sorry.
I can add one thing to that really quick too. I also think that with the internet has provided us with a great deal of price transparency. So I think consumers right now are used to researching before they purchase a product, and you can always see what the lowest price is, how much shipping is, and all that good stuff. And I think part of that includes researching for coupons, and I don't think that consumer behavior is ever going to disappear.
Now, do you think that's retraining consumers? Because I was reading an article that was saying that retailers that have been using coupons to attract new customers seem to be training these customers to only buy things when they do find a coupon and passing on something that doesn't have a coupon.
This is such a pet peeve of mine, so I'm totally going to step right in on this one. It is the retailer's responsibility to manage their own margins. You know the minute that you put a coupon out there that it has the potential to go viral. So when you come up with your margins and you decide on what your cost structure is, work that in. I've seen so many merchants who have actually gotten rid of coupon affiliates because they said, hey, you posted this coupon code and you weren't supposed to. Well, you know what? If you didn't expect us to post it, then what are you doing working with affiliates in the first place? I mean, it's the retailer's responsibility to manage their margins.
And I think too, it's like if you're not going to do it, well, your competitor will.
That too.
And you also have to beware, and there was a situation with Groupon earlier this year with a flour company where they offered, there was a Groupon that was available, but you had to purchase through this special link that took Groupon customers to a page on their website where the prices were higher than their regular site. You know, there's like a price inflation, but yet I'm offering a coupon. And so when you think about, is it about the psychology of having a discount, or is it about the price? And, and I think there's probably some of both, but because of the price transparency that Carolyn alluded to, I mean, folks are expecting to get a good price at the end of the day. And so if you jack up your price and then offer a coupon, I mean, folks can smell that. So don't treat your customers like they're stupid. I mean, they get it. And so if you're, manage your margins and offer whatever you can for a legitimate discount.
Wait. And to that point, though, Groupon actually refunded everybody.
Yes,
That was
agreed.
really crappy.
Understood.
With that merchant, however, it wasn't just a Groupon issue. That happens also through the affiliate channel, where we send our visitors to their site and the prices are higher, but then they offer you a discount to get it back down to the regular price. Because I've checked that many times, and it's not just something that happened with Groupon, that you guys just kind of got caught by this merchant that does that regularly.
So I have a question just for Carolyn, specifically relating to Groupon. What can affiliates learn from the Groupon business model and their success story? Because, a year and a half ago, nobody knew who Groupon was.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
And now there's 5,000
9,000.
competitors.
It's like nuts. Yeah, it's amazing. And I think that it's definitely a good market to get into. I think for affiliates, what you can learn is that you really need to be able to add a hyper-local component to your website. You really need to be relevant to your local users. I mean, the way that Groupon works is we're you can consider us as an inventory of local deals that you can take and kind of readapt to your consumers. But what's so important for affiliates is curate the coupons and curate the deals that you have on your site. So for example, if you're a mommy blogger, you're going to be interested in diapers and all sorts of stuff related to family. But if you're, let's say, a site that has a mostly male demographic, your coupons are going to be completely different. They're going to be targeted towards oil changes or to technology, computers, that sort of thing. So recognize what your demographic is and merchandise your site and curate those deals for them. And with Groupon, I mean, it's so easy to add a local component. I mean, we have like this really cool widget. It's just a piece of JavaScript that you stick on your site, and it automatically displays whatever deal is most relevant to your user based on what their location is. So it's no longer based on your content, it's actually based on your user's geographic location. And by adding that kind of relevancy, you know, I think it helps out a lot.
I think that's something that actually a lot of, you know, people that want to do a coupon site can do it. There's so many like mass coupon sites out there that I think there is a market for coupon sites that are just in some little niche, you know, like a mom's coupon site or camping type coupons, you know, where it's so saturated. But I think if you were to get a little more, you know, down to the nitty gritty,
Yeah, because you're curating it.
Yeah, and then I think you could really do something good with it, make some big bucks.
Write that down too.
Now, are you guys seeing any innovations in Coupon? I know you were saying that, you know, you go to a lot of coupon sites and you see crazy widgets and JavaScript and Flash and all kinds of nut stuff. But are you seeing any of that is beneficial to the visitors? That is maybe going to change coupons or how people redeem coupons? Any innovations that are exciting to you?
Well, I think what's exciting is like what Carolyn just said with the widgets that you can put on your site, and it'll be more customized to the visitors or, you know, to the site.
I like those IP tracking ones way better than the, here's all the men in your area in Nebraska. Because I know those men don't live where I live.
Okay, so I think we're ready to open it up to questions. There's a mic right there. Somebody be brave and be the first. I'm eyeing the people that I know. Somebody's getting out, maybe asking a question. You, sir, are brave. And of course the mic's not on. There should be a tech person in the back that might be able to fix the mic for you.
You can ask and we can repeat.
Yeah.
Essentially, I wanted to ask about, you were mentioning coupon sites and people want to start a coupon site and all the different things. There may be things available that may not be. But what I'm more curious about is what will happen, say, 10 years down the line. I helped a publisher find tools, and we reached out to IKEA. And IKEA doesn't have any form of food marketing program or platform, but they did try. They did try to have one, and they gave it a shot, but they found that at the end of the day, they didn't need it. There are a lot of different great brands and new brands. Essentially, they're trying that two-tier system where they have the price of the product, and then they're offering the coupon and the discount for the program. Where is it all going to go? And I know it's touched on a little bit, but I think a little bit late, so I apologize for that. But where do you see all that going? How do you see all that consolidated? And there are a lot of different players in the affiliate marketing space, and in the space where that's offering these discounts and other things like that. So where do you see all that going?
So your question is, where are coupon affiliates going to be in 10 years? The offline, the everything consolidating.
They're going to only want to offer a certain number of discounts. They're not going to want to keep giving discounts all day. It alienates their other consumers who aren't necessarily running the coupon for discounts.
Right.
You know, and coupons are cycle how it works. But you know, still, I also appreciate how the vendors. I'm just trying to get a sense of what's going on.
I think in cases like that, where I've seen a lot with some of the bigger brands, where the number one thing is to not be on auto approval, to like go in and manually select maybe relevant affiliates like that are in that niche. You know, like say IKEA, it's like don't be just on a general coupon site. Maybe try to accept affiliates that maybe do blogging about, you know, home furnishings, or, you know, just try to keep it more focused on who the affiliates are.
My guess is that if you Google IKEA coupon codes, you're going to get an affiliate site and they're going to try to get you to buy through IKEA's competitor. Just guessing.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I think from the Groupon perspective, and actually probably from a retailer perspective, I mean, just taking a look at general economics, I think everything is going to tend towards equilibrium. So as soon as a retailer gets down to a margin where it's absolutely no go, I mean, there just really is no room to shift that. I think with Groupon, what a lot of retailers do is they, and you know, to the benefit of our sales team, they actually try to help out with this. They try to forecast what the anticipated purchase rate is going to be and try and set a minimum and a maximum that's going to be effective, a minimum and a maximum sale that's going to be effective. And I think that helps as well. Plus, we only run it for a short time, a short duration. If a merchant, for example, like Bed Bath & Beyond, constantly issues 20% off coupons day after day after day after week after week, yeah, of course they're going to completely screw over their margins and their credibility in the couponing space. I mean, they did it so bad that when Linens and Things went out of business, Bed Bath & Beyond still has to give 20% off coupons to get customers in the door. I mean, there's a right way to manage your discount promotions, and there's a wrong way to do it, and I think that's an illustration of maybe not the best route.
I think also like using IKEA as an example where they really don't have competitors that carry the exact same products. Like say your Bed Bath & Beyond and Linens and Things where you could, you know, go buy the same product at either store, where maybe something like IKEA, instead of like having actual coupons, just have like shipping offers, something like that. Or even just, you know, even though I have a coupon site, I have a lot of merchants that I don't run any coupons for. And I'm not one of those either that, you know, still spams with the name coupon. In with that merchant, we have an alternate page that they're on, and it just will say like, you know, whatever store name, shopping, something like that, you know, and we do well with a lot of those stores. You get the people that are coming to the coupon site because maybe they're loyal to it, but they will still shop at stores that don't offer discounts. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, like I said, they're, even if they have just like a discount on shipping or even nothing, just someplace. I know a lot of coupon sites feature products, or even if there's a sale, or hey, this week, you know, we're focusing on, you know, bedroom furniture. That's what our sale is. Even not even necessarily a sale. This is our featured product of the week. You know, and a lot of coupon sites have content, blogs.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that's really great about having an affiliate program is that your affiliates can take you where your brand will not take you. So, for example, IKEA is best known for, you know, maybe college age or people with getting new homes and just a younger demographic. But at the same time, what about the seniors with a vacation home? You know, what about people who are just starting out their families? They could take that nursery section and build an entire affiliate program just around that to try and tap into a different market that they don't currently have access to.
Kim?
I love your response with the idea that another competitor could come in and market as if they're offering affiliate with an idea to have another brand that's actually like their own product. So, do you know of a case study like that where there was a brand that really partake in affiliate marketing, and then all of a sudden a competitor swooped in and started gaining more market share?
I don't have a case study per se, but I have a few websites like that.
There's actually a lot of examples. If you just do a Google search, just pick some random merchants.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do that because, you know, a certain merchant doesn't offer coupons. So a lot of people will jump on that bandwagon of, you know, bidding on their terms because there's nothing that says they can't, and then redirecting you to, you know, whatever other furniture store.
The other thing that we do a lot of times is, you know, we also run stores that don't have affiliate programs just because we know people are looking for those offers. So, you know, we have, you know, quite a handful of, you know, non-affiliate stores that we still list just for the consumer.
For instance, the Zappos. I told you Zappos didn't want to be on my coupon code site. I still have them on there. I just have a straight link to their site, and I try to promote and say, hey, go to the Zappos clearance section, which is the 6 p.m. site.
Gotcha. And what is a 6 p.m. site? I heard that.
Just
That's the URL. It's 6pm.com.
yeah, 6pm.com. Zappos
Great.
owns it.
Sorry about that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I just have a kind of general question for people who are maybe new to the summit as well. I currently am signed up, well, tried to sign up to over 5,000 merchants as a coupon affiliate, and out of 5,000 so far, I've been accepted to 3,000. So being here as a coupon affiliate, how's the best way to approach those merchants who have declined us or have kept us pending? And what's the best pitch to kind of promote yourself and get into touch with these people and make them realize that you're offering a definite value to these coupons and merchants?
I would say, you know, whatever your value is, you know, figure that out and explain that to them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something more that you offer besides just posting their coupons?
Oh, definitely.
You know, if there's some content that you have, just explain what else you do, that yes, we're a coupon site, but we also do this, 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 and that.
Okay.
Right,
Thank
so
you.
you can talk about, you know, if you also have a blog, or if you also do product reviews or some kind of video, or also have, you know, products like you were saying. There's a lot of coupon sites that don't just do coupons, and that's where the value comes from.
Thank you very much.
Or if you know the person like I did in the meat market, I just went up to him and I'm like, what the?
Well, that's
like,
the
"I'm
thing. That's
sorry."
like, it's like you're still quite new to knowing the actual people physically. So like it's very hard to just like walk up to a person and say, hey, you, why?
You know,
Well,
it's not though. It really isn't. I mean, coming from the affiliate manager side, I love it when people are like, "Hey, what's your name?"
I'm
like,
going to chase you later.
All
then.
right, I'll be right here.
Another hint too is like when you do actually go up to meet them and they can put the face, you know, to a name, they're more likely to accept you once they've met you instead of you're just some name on an application. You know,
So,
you kinda
so to
lay on the
paraphrase
guilt a
what you're
little bit.
saying is basically the face-to-face interaction really helps, right?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. Thank
And
you.
at the conference, that really helps. But one other thing, sort of, if face-to-face isn't an option, is if you have a contact, like take Commission Junction, if you get a contact at the network who can sort of interface back with the merchant on your behalf, I found that to be successful.
Yeah, CJ is actually one of the worst for me. I have over 1,000 just on CJ. that
And
have
so
not
if you
approved
can
me.
go and make a contact at CJ, I have a contact there, and if I get declined, I'm able to ask him, hey, can you follow up? You know, and I've tried emailing maybe the merchant and
They
haven't
don't
gotten a
reply to
response.
emails. They don't reply to the emails so
But
far.
you
They
can make
haven't.
a contact maybe here
Today.
at their booth
Yeah.
with somebody.
Anybody from CJ here? Come on,
Yeah, they got-
bring
they
it
got the
on.
booth.
They should have a booth. Look
Yeah,
for them.
they got a booth.
There are. I mean, most of the networks. Most of the networks do have some kind of publisher outreach team, and that's their job. They're supposed to help you with their merchants. So make them work for you. You know, if that means going to their booth and harassing them every time you see them, for them to answer your phone calls
Maybe
or
buy
your
them
emails.
a drink instead of harassing them.
Yeah, you do.
And also for those that you're already in, it's like once you get a little bit of a track record, it makes it easier too.
Definitely.
Just be patient.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
So a lot of advertisers basically question the incremental value that you guys add to kind of their site or their products. What are you guys doing to overcome that issue? Do you have any research or data that you're using to kind of help build your case as to why you should be working with certain merchants? And sit down.
One of the things that I've noticed about coupon sites is that, especially the ones that have a niche focus or that have a specific demographic, they do bring in new visitors. One of the things we'll notice is a lot of sites have actual loyal visitors that start their web browsing sessions at those sites. And a lot of times people who are shopping on coupon sites are spontaneous buyers. They don't necessarily have something that's in mind. I mean, yeah, there's obviously a lot of people who search like, I don't know,
Target coupon.
Target
or
coupon.
something.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really add much value. But when you have sites that bring you new users who haven't thought about going to you before, if you're a small business, then absolutely, I think coupon sites actually add value. And by the way, I wish I had your accent.
And one of the things I said, I have a content-rich blog, and so when I see a coupon that I really like for a site that I like, I write a blog post about it. I will go find specific products, feature them, highlight them. You know, so I write a lengthy blog post, And then I'm talking about what people can potentially do with these products. Think ahead to, what you've got coming up for Christmas and this and that and gifts. And I'm encouraging what Carolyn's talking about, my readers to think about ways that they can use these products. And then I know for my site that I introduce new websites that people would never go to or maybe wouldn't trust in their online shopping if they just found them on their own. I don't know if I should buy something here or not. But then I talk about it again and again and again over time as I see deals, and then I can tell from my end, because I see my commission go up for those merchants over time as my readers get more familiar with the brand. It helps build credibility for that brand as they then, continue to spread the word about it to their friends and to other people who read my site.
Yeah, I think coupon sites can be really good and helpful for a lot of the smaller mom and pop shops where they don't have that big brand. And nobody's going to even know they exist. But when people come to your coupon site because they're a loyal visitor, they can be exposed to your brand where they may have never heard of you before. And just because you're on there, the people trust the coupon site, so they will trust you to send them somewhere that's, good.
And the other thing, I might fall sort of in line with some of the mommy bloggers. I don't blog about my kids or about diapers, but I'm a mom who blogs. And there's a whole world of mom bloggers who blog about coupons. And one of the things that a lot of the mom bloggers do, including myself, is a lot of media. I do a lot of TV and a lot of radio spots. And I often highlight affiliates and introduce, I'm talking about restaurant.com. I've done TV segments, radio segments, talking about why I love that website, how it can help people save money. As I'm from Minneapolis, in my market, I'm sort of a money-saving expert. And so as I get more familiar, that happens. And so if you hook up with the right coupon affiliates, there can be other sorts of offline promotions that can happen as well, especially if you get into that sort of coupon mom blogger space.
And that's an important thing for merchants to know is that, a lot of merchants will focus on bloggers. What bloggers can I talk to? What products can I send them to review? Don't count out coupon sites for helping you with that either. Make sure that you look at the coupon sites, see if there's any other content there, see if they have a blog or, product reviews, and reach out to them as well because they're going to give you just as much benefit as reaching out to a blogger and sending them a box full of free samples. In fact, they'll probably get you more business because you'll also be offering a coupon, which will give somebody more incentive to buy.
I like to work with the small mom and pop shops that don't have their programs on the big networks because then I don't have to worry about the parasites stealing my commission.
So as a merchant who works with coupon sites, are there alternatives you can offer to paid placement to get featured on those larger coupon sites if you're looking not to pay big money every week or month to be on their homepage or in any featured category or spot?
Well, I know a lot of times what I've done is I'll sometimes take a lower commission to get a little bit better coupon that maybe the other coupon sites aren't able to offer. So say if you're on, thousands of other coupon sites, I tend to have the better coupon even though I'm getting paid less. And that way the margins don't get screwed up for you, but I make more in volume.
What happens when your competitor steals that coupon though? Do you still get commission?
Well, that's where it would be nice if, with that coupon code, no matter where it was, I get credit for it.
Yeah.
Let them steal it.
Yeah.
I would also recommend that to any merchants because that is possible for you to just go through every month. And, if the coupon code says Flamingo 10, but they found it on, site XYZ, don't give site XYZ the, benefit because it obviously came from Connie.
I agree.
Or Kim or Carrie.
Hi there. The German market is far behind the American one concerning vouchers and coupons. But there is the widespread opinion of the merchants that the customer would have bought anyway, and there's not a real value, and there's this opinion that the voucher couponing sites are just stealing more or less the commission, and especially because of the fact that if you want to find a coupon or a voucher, you just Google it, and then it's all about the optimization if you are one of the first places, and especially the fact that you make your money with a short tail. The huge retail houses, They are very concerned not to spread too much coupons. So do you see that as a rising problem, that huge merchants like Amazon or the big brands, that they are getting more and more reserved to this? Do you see it as a problem?
I haven't seen a whole lot of problem with that because there's so many competitors out there that even if someone decides we don't want to offer any vouchers or coupons, their competitor will, so then they're going to feel like they need to, offer something in order to compete with their competitors.
That, and if you look at, in some cases, you could look at coupons as being a new customer acquisition tool as well, because perhaps you're a smaller retailer trying to compete with a larger retailer. You may be more willing to cut into your margins, which are you probably have larger margins anyway, because if you've got
But
fewer overhead,
the market is pretty
whatever.
dominated by very few huge retailers in Germany. The short tail is like 20 merchants, the really big ones. That's what you make your money with as a couponing site. So it's pretty difficult to argue with them because there are so many, let's call them black sheeps, who are just about optimization, and that's the fact why there is this couponing image in Germany, which is pretty difficult to set a different standard to be better than the black sheeps. So it's that's why I was curious about a good argumentation about this subject.
One thing that I have seen a lot of recently, for like say if you search in like whatever store name coupon, a lot of times recently I've noticed that the merchants will have their own coupons page on their site where they end up being first in the listing. Instead of like going to one of the affiliates, they're optimized for their own coupons, or they offer something on their own site so people do not go off looking on Google for coupons and end up going through an affiliate.
Okay, so you don't see any problem. It's just that there will always be a huge demand concerning coupons from the customer side.
Yes.
All right.
I'm seeing a whole untapped market here because we just had a German foreign exchange student stay at my house, and she had never seen a manufacturer coupon before. She was just overwhelmed by this idea.
I mean, it may also be a cultural thing. You may just have to kind of ride the market a little bit and for it to really pick up with consumers looking for coupons and wanting to use coupons, because it's a consumer-driven market. If they all ask for coupons, the merchants are going to have to start responding to that.
Well, that, and like if you're in Germany, I mean, how easy is it to order across, from another country in Europe? Because if let's say a company in the UK starts discounting or offering coupons, I mean, is it easy for the German consumer to order from a different country?
Yeah, there are several merchants like ASOS,
Mhm.
clothing brand, which is they ship to Europe. That's pretty easy. We as a couponing site have an exclusive voucher for ASOS.
Yeah.
But all the other brands are really difficult to handle because there is this huge image or this opinion, hey, you're stealing the commission. That's all about it.
What just kind of popped in my mind as you were saying that is then maybe you need to think, at least right now, about how else you can add value to the consumers. I mean, if there's not a consumer demand right now for coupons, what else can you do in terms of introducing either smaller mom and pop brands, through reviews and those sorts of things, or finding other ways to curate information, even if they've got, deal of the day or products of the day, finding some other ways to add value as sort of if they catch up over time and the popularity rises for coupons, it might be a little bit of time, but maybe you need to think creatively about something else to kind of do in the meantime to add value in a different way.
Or just tap into the German-American market.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
we are only focusing on our own brand building to just set it on a different level and to just keep unique. That's all.
And that's the best pitch that you can have, is that you're unique. You have something different to offer. And that's the best pitch any affiliate can have, is that there's something you do that your competitor doesn't do, and that's why, XYZ merchant should work with you and trust you that you know who your visitors are and you know what they're looking for.
Hi, I have a question regarding basically cookie stealing. So if I'm an affiliate, have a site that's nothing to do with couponing or discounts, I drive traffic to a merchant, and the person's going through the shopping process. I drove that person to the shopping process. 2 steps before they click buy, they say, is there a discount code? Goes to Google, looks for a discount code, types it in there. That affiliate, the coupon affiliate, gets the credit for that transaction, even though I brought in the traffic. And then on top of it, the merchant thinks that the coupon person is driving value, and he's giving away 20% of what the person would have paid anyway, and he's got to pay commission to the coupon affiliate, and me or the other affiliate gets screwed for not getting credit for that transaction. So, what's your perspective on that?
I know I've run into a couple cases where the merchants can like track the click stream, and they can see very clearly that, okay, they click on my link, and then maybe, a couple minutes later they click on somebody else's link, and they're able to adjust. I know there's been times where, we'll get a certain percent of the commission, and then the other site gets a certain percent, but I could see where some merchants say, okay, maybe the first one that was clicked should get the credit, or maybe the second one should just get the credit. I know there's been a lot of controversy that it should be the last click that gets the credit, but honestly, I think it's time to stop using cookies for tracking and find something a little, better. With all the bad press out there about cookies and people blocking cookies, there's got to be better ways to track sales.
We have about 5 minutes left, give or take, so if there's any last questions, step up to the mic, please. We'll love you forever.
I'm already married.
Yeah,
Me too.
Me too. I think we're all already married. Kim's looking.
Kim's not married.
Anybody?
I'm not married.
Kim is lovely. She's from Nebraska.
And those single men apparently aren't where she is.
She has a lovely
So do you guys have
personality.
any last minute, words of wisdom to redeem coupon sites?
Do you have any tips for us?
No. Now's your chance. Come on.
I have a quick question for Groupon. It seems like there could be a model that combines what Groupon's doing and what you're doing now, where you're aggregating all these coupon codes for all of these brands you guys do a really nice job with this handset. What about all the local merchants? Groupon's doing this local, but what I see with Groupon, and they're fixing this with Groupon now and some other things, but there's a huge bottleneck. So if you come into New York City and you want to get a Groupon in New York City, how many merchants are just in New York City that would love to be featured that day? And how many can you possibly feature? And so there's a model there of local, but then there's this aggregator model where you're curating all these codes. So is there a way to reach on a hyper-local level and start going to Ray's Pizza or any of these other places all around the country and start doing what Printable Coupon's doing on a hyper-local level?
Well, what Groupon is actually trying to do, and again, we really value our affiliates, and so we actually pay our affiliates for all these referrals. I mean, we consider ourselves kind of an inventory of local deals. But what we're trying to get more towards doing is being able to personalize the deals specifically for that user. So not only can we target you deals based on your geographic location, but we can also provide deals based on your previous purchase history, at least on Groupon. And so even with our API, you have your own user base, and we don't know who's in it. But if you want to, and we don't store any or archive this information, but if you wanted to, you could submit an email address to our API, and we'll actually give you deals that we think are going to be relevant to that user specifically. So I'm not saying that we're there yet. I'm not saying that any of us are there yet, being able to ideally personalize an experience for that individual rather than for that demographic. But I think that's the direction we're trying to head.
Well, I know one of the things that we are doing with For Me to Coupon is we are aggregating a lot of,
local deals.
There's a lot of local sites out there now similar to Groupon, although Groupon doesn't want to work with aggregators.
Strict aggregators.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also okay, we offer it to people just as separate, but if people want to aggregate that, all into one site, that way it gives people hey, I'm in Minneapolis, I want to see all the Minneapolis deals, whether it's from Groupon, Living Social, or whoever, and that way you're able to see all the deals offered.
Yeah.
And
Right, and speaking to the German fellow's point, at the end of the day, merchants
And
You guys working on it, Groupon working on it, other sites are working on it. Do you see a self-serve coupon platform in the future?
And I will say I get a fair amount of PR pitches from startup companies that are trying that, and I usually say, come back in 6 months, because none of them have yet, right? I mean, they all envision being an advertising platform at that sort of hyper local level, et cetera, and they're just nothing's
Not there
stuck yet.
There's a question in the back. So your question is basically, if you're kind of in between, you're not really a, this, you're not really a that, how do you, right, you're not a coupon blogger, but you want to use coupons, how would you do that?
I would say just take whatever content you're already blogging about and find ways to incorporate coupons into that.
And I was going to say, you need to think about what is your audience? Who are you talking to? Why are they coming to your site? Where else would they be going if they weren't coming to your site, and figuring out how to add value? So whether that's talking more about coupons or integrating, through some kinds of widgets and things, integrating information on your site. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but you need to figure out how to add value back to your audience.
I also read, if you say you're targeting the Latino market, you have a huge market that is probably, primed for couponing. So you are probably even in a unique position where you might even be able to go up to certain retailers and tell them, hey, this is the market that I'm tapping into. What can you offer me?
And if there's a language difference there, if you translate things into Spanish, I don't know, I don't want to assume, but there's a lot of people that have come up to us, at our booth and asked, do we have coupons in Spanish? Do we have coupons in German? Do we have coupons in other languages? And right now there's not a big market for that. So if that's something that you can offer, that might be something
And
that
market exists. Yeah.
would really appeal to the people coming to your blog.
LatinoCoupons.com.
She's kidding.
You only say she's kidding because you registered it like 5 seconds ago. There's one question back here. Do you mean that you, as a merchant, could go to their site and enter your own coupons in? I don't know. What do you guys
I
think?
would Google add coupon code, and you're going to see a lot of sites offer that. Yeah, because there's a lot of sites like Retail Me Not that offer that.
I don't know if this is an assumption, but you have an affiliate program, right? You should get an affiliate program.
Yeah.
Because that is the quickest way that you're going to be able to get all this. Yeah. You just need to stand in one place in the meat market, and you will have 1 million OPMs come find you. He's over there, in case anybody's in this room.
Yeah. Just get a sign that says I'm looking for an OPM. Walk around.
Because I think you are in the, if you're looking to get your coupon distributed, why do that yourself? Why not get an affiliate program in? Yeah.
Right.
Totally. Yeah.
Right, and if you have an affiliate program, it will end up on those sites.
Totally.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I believe we're out of time. Yes, I'm getting the head shake. So thank you all for coming. Remember to fill out your... yeah, remember to fill out the feedback forms, hand them to the nice lady at the door. Win a gold pass. Thank you.